Hi everyone, today's lesson is on solutions to a linear equation. So today you could be finding, you're determining if an equation has one solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solutions. And we'll talk about how you can do that. So let's look at this. So which equation has one solution, infinitely solutions, or one or no solutions? I'm going to make sure I edit that in your notes, but this should be no solution. Okay, none. No solutions. They're not 2-1 solutions. No solutions. All right, so let's look at these answer choices. Which one of these, okay, so which one of these looks like what you've seen already when you get to the answer? Well, you've never had an answer that looks like 12 equals 12 and then 4 equals 4. 4 equals 5, but you have an answer that looks like x equals 3. So when you're looking at one solution, infinitely many solutions, or no solutions, which fits the bill for this? How many solutions does x equals 3 mean? If how many like if you plug how many values for x will make this statement true when you plug it into this step, when you substitute it into this step. That's what it's asking. So in this case, it's one solution because the only thing that will make this equation true is when you substitute x equals 3 in it. Every other infinite number of possibilities that are out there will make the statement false. What I mean by a false statement is like, is 2 equals 3 a true statement? Does 2 equal 3? It doesn't. So this is a false statement. Okay. So when you're looking at the number of solutions, you're looking at when when you substitute it in here, the left will equal the right. So this is your one solution, because the only value for x that makes sense for this one is this one variable value of 3. If you put in 5 or 100 or negative 30, none of those would work. The only one that would work is 3. So our one solution is crossed off here. Now we're left with infinitely many solutions. That's like every single number out there, and no solution, which is nothing will work. Well, let's look at these answers. 12 equals 12 and 4 equals 5. Which one of them makes no sense? We kind of just talked about it. 4 equals 5 makes no sense. 4 does not equal 5. When you solve this and you're getting 4 equals 5, this is incorrect. That means there are no solutions that will make that there are no values for x that will make this statement, when the original equation, true. It does not exist. You can try to find it, I'm telling you, but it will not be there. So that is a no solution. So when you solve this and you get a number that does not equal another number, that is a no solution thing. And then this one is 12 equals 12. 12 does equal 12. This is not saying x equals 12. It's saying 12 equals 12. When you solve this, the x terms on both sides cancel out and you're left with 12 equals 12. Just like over here, the negative 10x's and when you subtract 10x from both sides, you're left with 4 and 5. So this is saying 12 equals 12. So when you have a situation like this, where the variable gets eliminated and you have that number equaling the same number, that means that every single number that you can think of on the planet will work for this. If you want to substitute 1,000 in for x over here, you will get a true statement. If you want to substitute negative 385, it will work. So this is your infinitely many solutions, or all solutions, infinite, however you want to write. Some people for this one like to use that like short term, put circle and that over. You can do that, but just understand that that means no solution. You can write infinite solutions. All solutions is something you see in some textbooks for that one. All right. So let's identify this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where, when you solve it, this is what comes up at the bottom, okay? Very last step. So put the following solutions in the appropriate circle. So let's just go through one by one. So when you have x equals 9, is it one solutions, infinite solutions, or no solutions? So x equals 9 will mean it is one solution. We talked about it. The only value that works for this, when x equals 9, you're saying that 9 is the only value for x that will work in that equation. What about -1 equals -1? When it's the same number, it's not this one. Is it that or that? Well, think about which one makes more sense. -1 does equal 1. That means that is a solution. So that would be infinite number of solutions. 5 equals -2. They don't equal each other. That is a no-no. So just put it in the no-no column. 5 equals -2. -6 equals 6. And some of you guys are looking at this and might get tricked by it, but is -6 equal to 6? It does not. They're opposite numbers, so this is going to be no solutions. Y equals -3. There actually is a value for that variable, so it's going to be y equals -3. 12 equals 12, same number, so it's going to be infinite. 8 equals 7, no solution. Okay, so that's how you want it. When there's a value for like x or the variable, it's going to be one solution. It's like every single equation that you've solved before this. That is this one. Infinite solutions is when you get the same number on the left and right side when you get to the end and solve it. And no solutions is when there's different numbers on both sides. So let's do some, okay, so this is, we just talked about it, but you can go ahead and read this on your own. If you want to pause the video and read what it says. But a linear equation with one variable will have one solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. This can be determined once the equation is in its simplest form. So it's one solution when solved, the variable is equal to one number. No solution when solved, the equation makes a false statement. 5 equals 4. Infinitely many solutions when solved, the equation makes a statement that's true no matter what value variable that is tested. Okay, so let's do an example problem. So solve 14 plus 3x minus 5 is equal to 2x plus 3 plus x. So you still have to do every single thing that we have talked about, like my line, in solving an equation. So combine your like terms on both sides. That is always going to be your first step, or if it's distributive property, one of them. So you have your like terms over here and here. Nope, not there. Here and here. And here and here. And if you need to, put a 1 in front of the x. So let's do that. So you have 3x. 14 minus 5 is 9 plus 9 is equal to 2x plus 1x is 3x plus 3. Now let's deal with the variable term. If you look at these variable terms, they're the same one. So I'm just going to subtract 3x from both sides to eliminate the x's. Well, that's what happens when it's the same one. And it's going to happen in these problems. And you're going to get 9 is equal to 3. So how many solutions do we have when you get 9 equals 3? So this is going to be a no solution. No matter what value for x you put in there, it is going to be incorrect. Okay. Do another problem. Solve 5x minus 11 is equal to 3x minus 3. So 5x minus 11 is equal to 3x minus 3. I'm going to draw my little line there. It's not as straight as I'd like. All right. So do we have any variables or do we have any combining of like terms on either side? Nothing here on the left side and nothing here on the right side. So we move forward. This is our x terms, our variable term. So this is my smaller one. So I like to subtract or add or eliminate the smaller variable term. So on the left side, you get 2x minus 11 is equal to, these cancel out, -3. Add the 11. You guys are all pros now at this. This goes away. So 2x is equal to -3 plus 11 is 8. Divide your 2. X equals 4. So we have an answer here, but they're saying describe the number of solutions. So you actually have to say one solution here. That's what the question is asking you for. Just don't leave it at x equals 4. We found the value. Doesn't mean you're answering the question. So it's saying how many solutions are there? So it is one solution. Let's do another one together, and then you can try some, or if you want to pause the video, you're always welcome to try on your own and see if you get the same answer. Jamboard needs a line tool. So in this one, there's distribution, so we have to do the distributive property. So you're going to get 2x plus 10 is equal to 2x plus 10, and this is going to go a certain area. If you look at it, so the variable terms are there, and they're the same, so they're going to get eliminated, both of them. So 10 equals 10. So this one is going to be how many solutions when you have the same number on both sides. And if you need to, look at your notes that you had from above, from the prior, and see if you can figure out how many solutions you get from this. And this is going to be infinite. Infinite solutions. All right. So this is where we'll pause the video, try them both on your own, and then unpause and see if you get the right answer. So in this one, so we definitely have to combine like terms first. So we have the 10 and the -3, the 2x and the 4x. So 6x plus 7 is equal to 6x plus 7. And you might already know how many it is once you do it, but finish up the problem. Okay, all the x terms, all the 6x's will cancel out, and you're going to be left with 7 equals 7. And you can look at, that will be, it is infinite solutions. All right, let's do, I think, one more. Oh, that was a nice line. Okay, so what do we do first in this problem? Well, we have distribution on the left side and the right side, so we have to do that first. So on the right side, that would be 6x, 3 times 2x is 6x, plus 3 times 4 is 12, minus 1. I'm going to rewrite the rest of it, 6x minus 1. The right side definitely has combining of terms, so I'm going to combine that. So 6x minus 1 is equal to 6x. 12 minus 1 is 11. You may already notice, again, the 6x's in here cancel out too. So you get -1 is equal to 11. And that is going to give you, they're not the same, so that is a no solution. All right. And lastly, your ending for this is complete these 5 problems that are circled in your notebook, and then take a picture of your problems and submit in Google Classroom in today's assignment post. Bye, everyone.